So, Mr. Jordan, off the back of that.
That was a Cyrano de Bergerac moment from Stuart Pearce while his nose stretched across the room. And I do you know what? I have to say, I fell into the trap a little bit and became a little bit love-eared like him and went, I want Scotland and Wales to do well. No, I don't. No, I don't want Scotland and Wales to do well. I couldn't care less if Scotland and Wales do well. Could not care less. Don't want them to do badly, but could not give a monkeys whether Scotland win a game, get out of the group, qualify, get beat 6-0, or win a game. Couldn't care less. I could be more interested in Belgium winning a game or Bulgaria if they're playing than Scotland.
No,
seriously, I have no interest in Scotland, just another country.
Where's this coming from?
Well, it's coming from the point of view that we have to be politically correct in what we say rather than authentic in what we think.
Oh, here we go.
I couldn't care less about Scotland in this tournament.
You couldn't care less about Scotland?
I don't want them to lose, but I couldn't care less if they win. I couldn't care less if Wales win. In fact, I'll go a little bit further. If Wales were winning, I would be a little bit anti it because of what I saw in their ridiculous outbursts.
Don't do this.
No, absolutely. I saw their ridiculous behaviour in the 2016 European Championships when they're celebrating our demise at the hands of Iceland. Now,
your demise. You said our demise. That was funny.
England.
Yeah.
England, yeah.
When you went out to Iceland.
I'm an Englishman. Yeah, absolutely. My pride is in this particular country and what it represents. If I have to listen to Nicola Sturgeon one more time about devolving the countries, I think I'll get my whole head in front of a shotgun. I'm in a situation where I look at it and say, no, what is this nonsense? If Stuart wants to be a diplomat, that's up to him and can talk himself into a pretzel to support the home nations. I don't.
The home nations.
I couldn't.
So let me get this right. If it's a choice between England getting out the group with Croatia or England getting out the group with Scotland, you would go?
Neither. I wouldn't care less. I care about what Croatia do, and I couldn't care less what Scotland do. It's not a compare or contrast. It's not an either or, is it? I couldn't care less. On the other hand, what about you lot?
This is disgusting.
No,
I have to say.
No, it's not. It's honesty and it's real and it's authentic, and most people would say the same. I'm not sitting there saying I want Scotland to fail. I'm sitting there.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I could not care less about Scotland.
Well, if you're not saying you don't want, if you're not saying you want Scotland to fail, what do you mean by I couldn't care less if Scotland lose 6-0?
I couldn't care less if they win 6-0. I could not be more ambivalent if I tried. Whereas on the other hand, let's have your view on it all. Let's have what you think about how England will be successful
it's
or
coming
unsuccessful.
Home because that's getting piped through every vent of every building at the moment.
Song.
But of course, this is exactly.
Well, we had to endure. We're on the March of Ali's Army 23 years ago.
Your attitude here, I've got to say, is the very reason that we go, England, are you kidding me? Because you sound like an England fan this morning. You sound like a blinkered England fan, and you shouldn't. You're better than that.
What's blinkered about that? What's blinkered about it?
What's blinkered about it?
Yeah, what's blinkered about it?
You couldn't care less if Scotland and Wales fail as long as England succeed.
No. I couldn't care less whether they succeed or they fail. I'm ambivalent, disinterested, disengaged, completely uninterested in Scotland. I could be just as interested in Belgium or France or Spain, where I've lived for 20 years. I could not care less about Scotland.
Fantastic.
But why should I?
Well, let me tell you, if England go all the way and get to the final...
Tell me why I should.
Well, why shouldn't you?
Well, why should I?
But why shouldn't you? You were just saying there, Gordon Strachan, what a great talker he is, and he was a great player. You're dead right, he was a great player, and he played for Scotland.
Yeah, but if Gordon had come from Peru and I happened to like him, it would make no difference to me.
Why do you not back all the home nations?
Well, why should I?
Well, I will get nervous, and I'll admit it now. If England get to the final at Wembley, I'll be thinking, oh my God,
why?
If they do this, it's 1966 all over again.
Well, how ungracious.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When we play you
the
at Wembley...
bias is yours, isn't it?
When we play you at Wembley, what do I want? I want Scotland to win. Of course I do. I want Scotland to beat you.
You've just projected onto, if England win, oh my God. If Scotland win, I couldn't care less. I wouldn't be looking at it going, oh my God, I've got to listen to a bunch of jocks. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if you win or lost. I'm deeply... And it's not a case of
totally disrespectful, isn't it?
No, it's disinterested.
It's disdain.
Okay. No, it's not.
Disdain.
No, it's not. It's disinterest.
All right.
It begins with a diss.
Wales kick off...
But it isn't dissing anybody.
Wales kick off their tournament against the Swiss in Baku. Do you want Wales to win that? Would you hope that the Welsh turn up and beat Switzerland?
No, you're missing the point. You're mistaking a lack of interest with a wishing badly. I'm not interested. I'm genuinely not interested. My focus, my sole focus, is on how England do. If England don't do well, I'm not going to suddenly switch my allegiance. I hope Wales win. No, I don't. I don't care either which way. It's not a case of me being disrespectful to Wales or disrespectful to Scotland.
This is great,
it's a case of me not being interested.
Yeah. And you've started them. Look where you've started. There's no name in that one. I agree with Simon. Really hope the jocks turn up with a pub team and go out. Scotland out.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
It's as good as...
No, it's not.
You don't want us to succeed.
I didn't say that either.
Do you want Scotland to get out of the group?
I don't care. That's not the same as not wanting, is it? If you're successful, chapeau, it's your success. You own it, you're happy with it, your country celebrates it. You are an individual country that actually apparently doesn't want to be part of the United Kingdom.
Let's hear if there are people out there who are a bit more open with their outlook going into the Euros. People out there having a listen to Mr. Jordan here in Full Throttle. Do you want all the home nations to do well in this tournament? Or like Simon, are you in the couldn't care less category when it comes to Scotland and Wales? Are you that blinkered? It's England and only England. 08717 223344 81089. No wonder I call you Longshanks.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.